What's going on, Cowboys faithful? It's your boy DMV. Got my man Elton here, and start to what's gonna be a rough week. But you know what, man? As Cowboy fanatics, we gotta be here. We gotta face the music, whether it's good or bad. So we could start by recapping what happened last week in the Eagles game, which we really weren't expecting much, and quite honestly, in the first half we played a lot better. Elton, do you want to kind of talk about that game?
Honestly, looking at the Eagles game, overall, it was a game they probably could have won. To me, we just found out what most of us really knew that Ben DiNucci wasn't ready to play.
I thought you was gonna say Ben DiNucci ain't shit. That's what I thought you was
I
gonna say,
mean,
but
I'm trying to be political this week, but
but
yeah, he ain't shit. I mean, we all knew that. We all knew that. I mean, honestly, as much shit as I've given Andy Dalton, if Dalton plays, we probably win that game.
yeah, probably. Because I think we were limited when it came to play calling. Um,
Yeah, because
obviously,
when was the last time you seen us in Wildcat?
to be honest, the Wildcat was working, so I wasn't really mad at that. I know Ladonna's husband was a little mad at the fact that we kept running Wildcat, but I'm like, we getting five a pop. Like, I don't see the problem here. Maybe we need to stay in Wildcat. I said, I said let Cedric Wilson just be the quarterback and let's just rock with it. I mean, at the end, it couldn't have been any worse. We was throwing the one receiver the whole time anyway.
Gallup.
We was throwing screens, and I mean, we could have. I mean, I don't know. Like, for not having a quarterback, I think we did fairly well. And the fact that they had their starter in there, who's supposed to be $100 million man, and they going neck and neck, that should tell you Eagles fans what the hell y'all got back there behind the center. Y'all don't got nothing, straight up. Defensively, I think we got a little bit better, but we still ain't stopped the run. Philly was just stupid, and they just didn't run the football. But they were getting anything they wanted running the football, and we couldn't stop them. To be honest,
Facts.
to be quite frank, uh, they really Philadelphia kept us in that game, and
They did. Yeah.
if I had to go off of the NFC East teams that I think that are strong, I think Washington is probably the best team in the division as it stands right now. Um, because Philadelphia is going to lose to them again if they playing like that. Which,
Honestly, the Giants is probably better than Philly. Also, the damn Ingram blew that game.
well, Ingram or the fact that Daniel Jones is just a habitual, how I say, he's a habitual f up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He
I try
is,
not to
but
curse as much.
he did, but he damn put the game winner there.
Yeah, and for some reason, man, and it's crazy because like it's another Carson Wentz gets another win or another performance where he can't save his job, but he really sucks, man. He's really bad. He's not good. He's terrible. He is terrible. Like, I don't know how else to say it, man.
Could you
He kept
imagine
us
Dak playing like that?
no, because Dak. I don't think I've seen Dak play like that. Maybe against San Diego on Thanksgiving a couple of years ago. Maybe I don't think he was that bad in that game. Buffalo game last year on Thanksgiving wasn't a great game, but he wasn't that bad. Like Carson Wentz is just like I mean, when you're that bad against a defense that struggles to get turnovers and you turn the ball over four times, like did we? I think we probably I don't even remember us getting turnovers like throughout the year, and we got four of them in that game. Like I
Just
really
see,
feel
one of the
like
turnovers we got, Cheeto got a pick versus the Rams.
Atlanta. Did we get a turnover like a fumble or something? Maybe
I don't
Matt
think
Ryan.
so. See, now I'm trying to figure.
Yeah,
Damn,
But guess what they just did? The Eagles and bum ass Carson Wentz just made our defensive stats look way better. They made them look way not way better, but I'm just saying, like, we got 4 turnovers. Like,
No,
how?
they actually got a fumble versus the Giants. I want to say, yeah, because I think they. I
I think
mean,
we only had turnovers going into this game,
yeah,
and
it
now we
was.
got 6. So it's looking like, oh well, what's our record right now? We're 2-5, right? Two and 6.
2-6.
Yeah, we're 2-6. So it's looking like, oh, okay, we got 6 turnovers in 8 games. When that's not the case, like we trash. Like, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Um,
Now, albeit Diggs has dropped a lot of picks.
yeah, he has. He ain't dropped none in this game, but that should tell you something. He ain't dropped. He didn't. Or maybe I think he did drop one. He might have dropped one in this game.
Because he damn could have got a few, and damn, he's just missing them. But yeah,
Yeah,
Diggs,
remember? Oh, he dropped one in the game where it could have been pick six, I think, or something.
he damn dropped one in Atlanta. I mean, versus Atlanta. I know he dropped one in versus Seattle. He's had he actually finally got his hands all the way on the ball. So
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So look, we got a couple of people that live strong. A lot that are catching us in the comments. So let me see. Finally get to catch a live stream. Are we gonna win Sunday?
hell
Texas
no.
Nation. Hell no, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Are there some things that we could do to see who wants to fight on this roster? Possibly, but no. James Messiah says what's up. And I mean, if you guys are out there and you're watching, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, the comments, we can answer questions, we can do all of that type of stuff. But looking into the Phillies game, Chris Jones was terrible, god awful, and it looks like he's hurt and he's not going to play this week. So
Who?
that could be a blessing. Chris Jones.
Oh yeah, it's bum ass.
Yeah, that might be a blessing, so that they don't keep throwing his sorry ass out there. Um, like I mean, I really don't have anything real positive to say. Jalen Smith is ass. Um, Tyrone Crawford ass. Woods
Man, I damn,
ass.
I damn feel sorry for damn Jalen though. I don't know how it happened because he looked like in 2018 he's about to be one of the best middle linebackers for the next 10 years, and you look at him today, you like,
Well, it probably, you know what, man? That's where coaching matters because it has to be something with the coaching to where it just changed completely and it flipped because he wasn't this bad. He was kind of bad last year in coverage, but he wasn't this bad against the run. He wasn't nowhere near as close to this bad in the run with taking on blocks and not being able to get off blocks. He was not this bad. Um, Maybe it's just a difference of philosophy that's really messing with him right now. Um, because it looks like to me like he's looking for the person that's blocking. He's saying, "Hell, okay, here." It's almost like he's trying to block the people that's blocking him. He's on the wrong side of the ball. We need to put him at fullback or something. I don't know, but
it's like he's just bad. I'm like, damn, he's trash.
and, I mean, I wasn't too wild about Antoine Woods anyway, especially when he's playing a whole bunch of snaps. I mean, he's the one that really gets moved out of there. Antoine Woods is just whenever a team has to run the football, he's the one that they just punk his ass. They get his ass up out of there. He's not good. I mean, he would put it this way: Antoine Woods wouldn't be in nobody else's rotation. He wouldn't. Tyrone Crawford looked like he fight bouncers better than he fight on the field.
Whatever
Yeah, I
was
don't.
wrong is still wrong. When he got hurt, that was probably the career ender because he don't look right.
Well, I'm not gonna blame it all on him because they're making him something that he's really not over the course of his career. He's really a defensive end. He really is. They tried to make him a three technique, and quite honestly, he's just not that. Um, I think that he's a defensive end possibly in a 3-4 or in the 4-3, but I don't think he's an inside guy personally. Um, is he like a great pass rusher? No, but he's somebody like if you had him at end, he would be solid. See, they moved him inside because the Cowboys' philosophy is they just like to flash on the outside. They like to flash a lot of positions. They like it at other positions so much that they would just leave us hollow at other positions that really matter. They'll leave us hollow at I don't know safety. They'll leave us hollow at defensive tackle if they can get those defensive ends that they really want, or they'll try and the linebacker. I'm not gonna say that they try and leave the linebacker position empty. It just so happens to be that because the guys that they want are injury prone. You know, so maybe they have to say something about that. Maybe they just can't scout and become a healthy linebacker. Um, uh, I'm saying, bro, they can't. Running back, I would say Zeke is a flash. Normally at running back, when they got Zeke, that was something where it was out of the realm of what they normally do. Normally they would say we can have anybody run the football. Remember, a couple years ago
with
we were
Julius Randle,
so
Joseph Randle.
yeah, exactly him. When and Demarcus, I mean not Demarcus, McFadden was behind Randall, and we all knew McFadden was better than Randall, but that's beside the point. They thought that at some point, anybody can run behind this offensive line, and that's not the case. They felt that way about quarterback too. Obviously, anybody can quarterback this team. We're gonna build it so anybody can quarterback. False. Keep trying to tell dumbass people that. Keep trying to tell them that. The quarterback position is just not about throwing pretty football. It's about being. It's about leading. It's about leading. It's about leading. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that don't show up on the stat sheet. The guy that comes in the huddle and has that just has something about him that everybody has the confidence in him to run the show.
It's
Those are the
a
things
reason why your number one receiver takes less money to damn stay. It ain't because anybody can just run the offense.
yeah. And I think that we've really seen this in the last couple
3 weeks.
of games, really. Yeah, and what I really don't want to hear is how bad the offensive line is, oh, because
The offensive line was bad
We've
from
been saying
game
this
one.
shit. We've been saying this shit for a long time. We've been saying it for a long time that the offensive line really ain't what it's cracked up to be. And if we're being real honest, the offensive line that just played against Philadelphia is the offensive line that Dak has pretty much had the whole time. I think that's the offensive line. I could be wrong. That might have been the offensive line he got hurt with.
Probably the only difference was Knight was playing over Cam Irving.
Yeah,
But
and Knight was bad. Knight, to be honest with you, he should be playing over bum ass Steel. But bro, I really don't get
I'm like
anything out
this.
of him.
I'm like, who damn dick is still damn sucking at the damn song? I'm like, do y'all not see this? Why is he playing football?
I don't know, bro. But you know what? He could write a hell of a. That could be a hell of a movie about. It could be a hell of a movie about him, bro. Like it's a hell of a story because who thought that somebody that can't play in the NFL is starting for Dallas Cowboys? They should cut it off right when he make the team though.
I damn near want to know who actually scouted him and then said let's bring him on the practice squad. I damn understand the Cameron Irving move. I mean, why damn he ain't the greatest. I'm like, all right, yeah, he is a solid backup. He's like Cam Fleming. Cam can play in a pinch. All right, if he got to play a game or two, it ain't gonna be great, but
Uh-huh.
we can survive.
Yeah.
That damn Rams game should have said, all right, buddy, this ain't quite working out for us.
Yeah, and me and my boy Vach, we had an exchange kind of on Twitter. It wasn't like a nasty one or anything, but when we talked about Zach Martin spotting the right tackle,
Yeah, I damn seen that. And
Yeah,
I agree with you. I'm like, do I'm like, do is what's best for the team.
yeah. He's supposed to be a captain. So for
Do what's
me,
best for the team.
I don't even think I see Bosch's point, but I also see my point too, where I'm like, in my opinion, you already know, we already seen the best that the line has played is when he slid the right tackle. You get your best five linemen on the field when we're struggling. Help out the quarterback situation. Period. You know what I'm saying? We already lost two quarterbacks. But what he's saying, what Botch is saying, is what we've been saying the whole time though. So that the culture is soft. Somebody probably went to him and asked him and gave him the option.
No,
Well,
if
you're moving the right tackle, bro. Like, I
if
mean,
I'm the owner or the coach, because since everybody says the owner runs everything, Zach, you was him sliding over. You not? Do you want to still collect the check?
yeah, I mean, you still getting a pretty hefty check, bro. Like, I know it
I
ain't tackle money, but at the end of the day,
I
bro,
would
you're a
then
football
trade your
player.
ass to the Jets. Motherfucker, remember they asked for you last year and I said no. I probably should have.
Yeah. So to me, when Jerry says something about, asked about the void in the leadership, that right there is a prime example. I'm sorry, and I love Zach Martin. I think Zach Martin's the best player on our team.
Right now, yes, but I agree with you. It ain't about you. It's about what's best for the team.
Yeah,
To
definitely.
me, it was the same way with. They actually wouldn't have half the line problems, barring the injuries, if they just kept Lau at left guard.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because see, that's the crazy thing to me. Why are they getting? Why are these guys getting options on where they play? That's why it's soft as hell. Because as a coach, if it was all about the accountability of the players being accountable to the coach and the coach only, the coach is going to tell you where to play. You got to. It came down from the front office whether or not Zach wanted to switch, move out to the right tackle, or Connor Williams being at left guard. They don't have nothing to do with no coaches. You can't tell me otherwise because I mean they said, you know what, we're going to try and make him Zach Martin on the left side, and I agree with that. I really thought that that's what that was. Because I know Connor Williams, and you see his pedigree in college. He's a better tackle. He's a better tackle.
I'm
I
like
mean,
this, even to me, even with that. All right, Zach, we ain't gonna make you move the tackle, but Connor McGovern could play left guard, and Dan Connor Williams could play right tackle.
yeah, agreed, agreed. You
We can
can't,
do.
yeah, you can't like y'all can't possibly tell me that y'all can't see how bad Steele is out there. Like, I mean, you're a lineman. You play right next to him, bro, and you can't tell me that you trust him to do his job. Come on, man. Come on.
I'm like,
We,
come on, we damn see how damn bad still is. So y'all is telling me the people who are getting paid good money, oh no, we are good with what we got. I'm not.
you, and you want to know something crazy? Nobody has shut down our receivers. You want to know what they did? They just started sending more people than we have because we can't figure that shit out.
They already know. They damn can't stop this. Arizona gave two damn fucks about being in coverage. They was like, because I guarantee you, if Dak played versus the Cardinals, they aren't blitzing like that. Yeah,
Nah,
he's gonna throw
absolutely
for
not.
500 yards.
Absolutely, gonna find the right guy, and that's the one thing that is being lost in all of this because I remember a lot of people. I remember when we signed to Andy Dalton, and everybody was like, "Oh, Andy Dalton, Andy Dalton," and I did a video like, "Yo, this dude just ran the Bengals into the ground. What are y'all talking about?" Well, look, to your surprise, a veteran quarterback who has been a starter for however long he had been a starter for the Bengals, the guy couldn't find the open player. He couldn't figure out where the blitz was coming from to get it to his hot read. That lets you know not anybody can just be your quarterback. Not anybody can just be your quarterback. I like this signing a lot, and we could just say, well, the line wasn't healthy. You same dummies told us everything had to be perfect for Dak Prescott to be quarterback. Am I wrong? You can stop me
No.
if I'm wrong. You same dumbasses said everything got to be perfect. Why I got to pay him $40 million? Why I got to pay him $35 million? Why does he have to be the highest paid quarterback? Everything got to be perfect. We just showing you that's not true. We showing you that's not true. Kyler Murray right now, the Cardinals are playing lights out football right now for the Cardinals, and Kyler Murray still ain't got more passing yards than Dak Prescott, and Dak ain't played in 3 games.
Three and a
It's three
half.
games or 2.5. Three and a
Three,
half.
3.5. He last played October 11th.
Whew, almost a month ago. But hey, you know, I mean, we,
Tannehill ain't
we
got more yards than him. Lamar Jackson ain't got more yards than him. Kirk Cousins ain't got more yards than him.
yeah, it was a list of at least I think what about 10 to 15 guys that still ain't got as many yards as Dak right now. So and we win games. We had opportunity to win. Like we had the opportunity to beat Philadelphia though. I'll say that, but it wasn't because of no damn quarterback play. You
No.
motherfucker out there playing shortstop like whoop. He out there like
Could you
Uncle
imagine if we
Rico.
gave Dak short fields?
Well, how come some of the game plan we didn't get that? I like the short stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got that motherfucker out there slide off like Uncle Rico and you know what I'm saying? Throwing discs out there and frisbees. Like I don't know what the hell he was
I
doing, but
need to damn send my kids to Mike McCarthy Brothers School.
I thought that, bro. Look, my son is 10 years old. He wants to be a quarterback. Hey, look, you could be a backup quarterback for Mike McCarthy wherever he goes. But I digress, man. It is where it's where we are. We could touch on the Steelers a little bit because that ain't gonna be long, and then we could just pretty much kind of dive into the draft talk because
Oh
I mean at the
yeah.
end of the day, at the end of the day, I mean like I got a question for you for the draft, but let's talk about the Steelers, man. Steelers are a very complete team. They're the only undefeated team left out there. They're strong on both sides of the ball. They're just a complete team at this point. They're not really blowing anybody out, but they're winning in good fashion, and they're playing physical football. Um, any scouting reports that you got from the Steelers or anything like that? Because I mean, I watched them, so I have an idea of what they have.
Yeah, I mean, because I've been watching most of their games. This was a game when the schedule came out. I actually couldn't wait for it because I damn hate Pittsburgh. I'm like, yes, we didn't get to play Pittsburgh this year. I always look forward to this game, and now I'm like, man, they're gonna beat the dog shit out of us this week.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're gonna. Oh yeah. Whew. Crazy thing is, you want to know how I know it's gonna be bad? It's gonna be bad because we beat them the last 2 times. We beat them the last 2 times, and they've been looking for get back. The stadium is going to have Steeler fans all in that motherfucker.
And you already know it's bad because that Mike Tomlin about the quarterback. He was like, well, I don't know about that. My whole thing is to stop Zeke Elliott. Do you know how disrespectful that is? Coaches don't talk like that. Well, yeah, he's a good quarterback. I mean, if we don't do this, he's like, whatever.
And so their pass rush is pretty good. T.J. Watt out there, he had a really good game last week. I watched the Baltimore game. Minka Fitzpatrick made a really big play. Minka Fitzpatrick continues to make big plays. I think he forced a fumble last week, and then that incomplete that pass defense at the end of the game where he damn near took I think Snead's head off at the goal line. The Steelers are gonna be. I got a level with y'all. We don't got a shot. We don't got a shot in hell.
Now, unless they turn the ball over 10 times.
Are they gonna turn the ball over 50 times? Because it ain't gonna rain. It's gonna be a dry ass football game. They're gonna beat the brakes off us, dog. Like,
I see James Conner running from close to 200 yards.
do you? I don't even think it's gonna be him. I think it's gonna be damn Snell off the bench. I think
Cause Ben ain't really passing the ball well, but I think if Cheeto plays, we'll be all right on the back end. Because the back end ain't been as bad lately. I think if Cheeto plays, we'll be all right because we have four pretty decent corners.
well, one thing you gotta look at this way. We keep talking about defense. I just see Pittsburgh with the short field the entire time because
Oh yeah,
Andy
they
Dalton's
usually
out.
get about five turnovers.
Yeah, Andy Dalton is out due to COVID. You know what I'm saying? Damn, concussion. Now you got COVID, and they're talking
Andy
about
Dalton ain't
starting.
got no damn COVID.
They thinking about starting Cooper Rush, bro. Oh my god. Did they decide on that yet?
It is either him or Garrett Gilbert. I'm like, shit, they might as well let me get a shot.
Hey, does this remind you of something? This quarterback carousal. Does it remind you of something?
What, 2015?
Hell no, no. This is Campo era bad right now.
Yeah.
This is Campo era, bro. Like this is like Chad Hutchinson, Drew Henson, Anthony Wright, um, Ryan Leaf bad. Like
I'm
it's
Give
about
me Anthony Wright.
yeah. And this is the crazy thing about that. When I go back to that, Anthony Wright was actually the best of those bums, and they didn't want to start.
And the
But
thing, Anthony Wright, in all them games, they actually was competitive.
I know, but now we're talking about Garrett Gilbert. This ain't the AAF, bro. Like, but I think Gilbert probably better. Gilbert better than what the hell we saw last week, though. I'll give him that. He's gonna be better than that. Cooper Rush, though, hell no. Cooper
I
Rush
don't know.
sucks. Cooper Rush is trash. But you know what though? Cooper Rush might have a couple intermediate throws where he completes them. Other than that, though, he's a sitting duck because he ain't nothing without protection. He showed you he can't really spot it. He showed you he can't really move off the spot. So yeah,
Well, with
I see
all
them
that being
having.
said, Logan Ryan, if you see this, me and you got to fight. Period, point blank. You didn't do nothing wrong. It wasn't dirty, but we have to fight. We have to fight, Logan Ryan. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but this is what you got me going through.
this ain't Logan Ryan's fault. They should have signed his ass. I mean, the front office, like, nah, like you and Steve got to fight. You and Steven got to fight.
Steven ain't gonna fight me though. I'm gonna have to
Oh my
fight
god.
Steven. Yeah, me. Yeah, you too, man. You gotta see me with the hands, Steven.
Yeah, throw up your dick beaters. Let's dance.
It ain't gonna last long, Steven. I promise you.
uh, I'll ask this question again. Will McClay, because I asked you this on the live stream. If Will McClay gets another game offer, should he go?
I would.
I'd be out, bro. I'd be like, peace.
I'm like this. Unless y'all gonna offer me the GM job, y'all actually got me doing it with without the title. I'm like, if you can't give me the GM job, I'm gone.
Well, simply from the fact that every decision that's been made, we know it's been Steven. They've been Steven decisions, and the Steven decisions have backfired. Every last one of them this year. Every last one of them. And they've had to back his dumb ass up. Steven don't know what the fuck he doing. He don't know what he doing. Nobody wants to say it. He don't know what he doing.
I'm like, I'm like this. Could y'all let Jerry damn back at the wheel?
Yeah.
At least Jerry gonna give me something.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Jerry knows more about football than Steven does, and I think that he tried. I think I just think that Steven or whatever it is, they're out of touch with today's football. I
Which
think
is gonna lead me to my draft talk.
yeah they're out of touch with college football in my opinion. I don't think that they're engaged enough when it comes to that type of scouting. And also I think they're too attached to their own draft board. What I mean by that is that affects free agents. They are only signing people that they had on their draft board from previous years or guys that they've liked. If you think about it, like think about all of the dumbass trades that they go out and make. Like they just went out there and got the guy from like the backup guy from Houston for what, like a 6 rounder or something like that, or a 7 rounder. Like they probably, I think that's a like we had him on our draft board, and he was really valued at a 3rd round pick on our board, but you know. He's not doing so well over there, but we really think he's good because we would have picked him in the 3rd round over here. Like that's the type of stuff that they do, and they sell it to you that way.
I'm
And,
like
and,
this.
and
They actually gave up a 6th rounder for him, and damn, Desmond King went for a 6th rounder. I'm like,
yeah, yeah, exactly. And so you know what that means? That means Desmond King wasn't on their draft board, bro. That means Desmond King wasn't on their draft board.
I'm like this. If you can give
And
me Desmond King and damn Trayvon Diggs, I feel good.
exactly. Here's the crazy thing: they're wild about Trayvon Diggs, but Desmond King is better. He was a better prospect. He was a better prospect. Um, do you think that they were hammered by Trayvon Diggs' name?
I don't know. I think to me, they like this ball skills, which I understand because they wanted to get more turnovers. I don't think they seen this massacre coming, but I don't.
I like him though. I like him. I'm gonna tell you why. And Botch brought this up on his post game. The things that they're asking him to do, he's asked to cover the best receiver every week as a rookie with no help. With no help.
To me, yeah, you're right because he is getting a trial by fire. Next year, he might be a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, he's getting his ass burnt up, but he's also winning matchups too. He's not just losing. Like that's the one thing I'm not used to seeing from Cowboys corners. Doesn't matter who it was, if it was Byron or whoever. I'm not used to seeing a corner win, like actually bat the ball down and actually make a play. I'm not used to seeing that. So, big up to him for that. I will give him that. He has fight.
Plus,
He'll get his ass.
he actually got heart. And damn, if he get beat, he don't care. All right, I'm gonna get you the next time.
Yeah, he doesn't lose
She don't
confidence
get
at
beat
all.
in. It's like this.
Or they looking at whoever like that's a symbol of a bad defense. Like when everybody.
Jordan Lewis get cooked in the slide and he on the bench.
That's because we've been saying it for a long time. Jordan Lewis is an outside corner. That's what he is. Anthony Brown has not played bad though. He did not
No,
play bad last week. He played pretty good. I thought.
I'm like this.
Uh,
Thank y'all. I am so glad they damn got rid of Worley because it just looked a hell of a lot better.
yeah, absolutely. I don't notice the safety as bad. It's not great. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. X Woods sucks, bro. X Woods is trash. You out there ducking wreck from Boston Scott, bro. Get out of here,
X
man.
was there. If you watching, the fuck can we say? You know,
Yeah, I mean, you put your
Donovan
foot in
Wilson
your
is a
mouth.
hell of a lot better than X was. I can say that.
Donovan Wilson's pretty. Donovan Wilson's coming along. It's just that like I don't have a problem with them having a Donovan Wilson. That they're bringing along. Can y'all just put somebody that's good next to him so that they can learn, so they can communicate, so that can make him a better player, and then that can make Trayvon Diggs a better player. Please, can y'all get a damn good safety in here? Please. Like, I mean, I'm begging you. Like, what do you got to lose? What do you have to lose at this point? The guys ain't in the building that you think can play that. Donovan Wilson's pretty solid, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's playing pretty good, and I think that they've gotten a little better since he's starting to get a little bit more, a couple more plays in there. I never see Parker make any plays. Never.
When the hell did he get on the team?
I don't even know who the hell he is, man. Like,
And I actually tend to think I know every roster move. I'm like, who the fuck is he? When did you get here?
And he starts though. Like you can't tell me that this team has not been in tank mode the whole time. You can't tell me that. Even with
I'm
Dak
like,
in there, I'm not gonna say
y'all kept him, but not how I couldn't this.
and okay, if you want to tell me you're saving money, cool. Where is it going? Y'all ain't gonna spend it, bro. Y'all ain't gonna spend the money. So like, what the hell are you saving it for? So let's jump into the draft. Um, I think that it's a consensus that we really like the kid. How do you say his last name? Is it Soul?
Too
Uh,
well.
Suel, out of Oregon. Can you talk to the people about him? Because it looks like right now we're the top five pick.
Yeah, we at number 5 right now. To me, my to me, here's my whole thinking with the draft people. If we gonna take somebody with a top 5 pick, take somebody who's gonna help the team right now.
Hmm.
It is no defensive player coming out who is gonna help the team right now. It People like the corners, Serge, Tane, Chris Farley from VTech, but people want to take Farley with a top 5 pick. He
Hmm.
didn't opted out. I mean, so has Sewell, but I am not worried about a tackle missing 2 years more than I am a speed guy.
Hmm.
I'm like
I,
this. To me, we rookie corners are gonna be rookie corners. Dion struggled year one. You don't really get rookie corners to just come down and lock down. I'm like this. Jalen Ramsey, his ass was getting cooked year one. Hell, the only
hmm.
real great year he had was year two, if we're being honest.
Okay, Texas Nation says the draft needs to focus on O line and defense. I agree, and I
No,
actually
I don't even think
so
defense. If To me, if we're gonna fix the defense, fix it in free agency. Guys who you know who can play. You aren't gonna get a bunch of rookies that is just gonna come in and damn turn around your defense.
I think it needs to be the perfect mixture. Honestly, I think it needs to be the perfect mixture. Because like I said, you get you a young ass middle linebacker that's ready to play right now, and get you a veteran safety, and you shore up half of the defense right there because that's the middle of the field that you're taking care of. Um, my question is, if you got a top five pick, would you be prepared to take a quarterback?
No, I mean I would be prepared to act like I am going to take a quarterback.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was kind of what I was getting at. Because for me, I would be prepared to take a quarterback because somebody's gonna trade.
I'm like,
Somebody's gonna
yeah, I
trade.
like
Somebody will
Trey
even
Lance a hell of
trade.
a lot.
Somebody will even trade to get that quarterback. You get what I'm saying? Somebody, and really in this draft, trading back from one of the top five picks gets you a lot more value to where, you know, do I trust this team with picks like that? No, but sometimes, the sun shines on the dog's ass. You know what
To
I'm saying?
me,
Every once in a while.
I don't trust them to make the right trade. If I'm gonna trade you, I want your first this year and your first next year. Them,
Or
we will take your first and swap seconds.
yeah, yeah, nah,
What?
nah, you can't do
What?
that. You can't do that. Nah, you gotta get something out of it to where, to me, I think that hopefully you get somebody who has two first round picks this year that wants to trade up, or like
I
you
don't even
said,
want the next year's first. Also,
yeah.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
I'm not. I'm like this. I'm not entertaining nothing unless I'm getting next year's first. Also,
yeah, because when's the last time we had two first round picks? I can't think that I've ever seen. I don't think that I've seen it because we're not making the right moves. You know.
2018 to 2008 and '05 was the last time we actually had two first round picks.
And what I will tell you is, being in the top five this year, somebody's gonna trade up to get one of these quarterbacks. Somebody's gonna trade up and get one. So I think that while I hate taking, and I think that we could just play hard and we'll probably end up there anyway. But I think that you're in a good position to where you can kind of flip that and then you can get some value to really help this team. We saw a mock draft where they had us picking Kyle Pitts from Florida.
To me, I mean,
I'm trading. Like if I gotta draft Kyle Pitts at number 5, I'm trading back, bro.
to me, you actually know what's funny. If Dak is my quarterback, I'm not mad at that pick because you just made our offense super unstoppable. I mean, I don't want that pick, but I'm saying
Yeah. Nah,
if Dak is my
if Dak's our quarterback, I am at that pick because at the end of the day, bro, the offensive line and the defense need help, like bad in the worst way.
to me, if to me they're gonna have to be in the top 3 to get Sewell. To me, because Fields and Lawrence is 1 and 2. Not unless the Giants are number 2, which
I don't necessarily got
I
to get.
think if the Giants are number 2, they're gonna take Sewell.
I don't necessarily need Sewell though. I just need somebody to play tackle that's better than fucking Terrence Steele, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, pretty much. So I can move Loud ass back to guard. I just need somebody better than Terrence Steele, bro. And right now, the situation and I also say this because Tyron Smith is long in the tooth, and I mean we just can't count on Tyron Smith anymore. Period.
And it is damn crazy we are calling him long in the tooth, and damn he ain't even 30 yet.
Yeah, but I mean he started getting hurt way before 30. So I
Because
mean,
he was like 20 coming into the league.
yeah, we got guys talking about finding replacements, but I mean you need a contingency plan there. Maybe you trade Tyron Smith. I hated somebody said that last year. But at this point, Trent Williams got some good value for Washington. You got some good value for that eventually. I mean, somewhat. Tyron, I think you can get more. I think you can get more value from him. Somebody like the Jets will trade you for Tyron Smith. I'm not saying you get a first, but I mean, we're playing without him anyway. We're playing without him.
I mean, if they traded Tyron this offseason, I'd be like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
To me, because how I was saying, I would take Sewell. I would let Sewell start that first year at right tackle.
Yeah,
Then I
exactly.
would swap them out year 2. The same thing they did with Doug Free and Tyron. I'm like
And
this.
another thing I'm
Now,
doing, Connor Williams is no longer a guard. You're a tackle now. Is it a contract year for him? If it is, you get him for the cheap because he ain't good.
I'm like this. What are you gonna do, buddy?
Yeah, I don't think Connor Williams was a bad pick. I just think that the development, he's not a guard, and I think they should have found that out a little sooner. I think we would have been if they would have just made the transition last year. I think we would be better off right now. We'd be better off because I mean, Terrence Steele is out there playing.
I one thing I'll say, I don't think Jason Garrett will let Terrence Steele play.
Mm, probably not.
Because
Probably not.
everybody was talking about what's his name, Chaz Green. I was like, because they're like they're the same player. No, they're not. Because
I
Chaz
think
Green played good in 2016. I don't know what happened in that when they by that third sack, he had lost his confidence and they had to get rid of him. But we actually wasn't worried about Chaz Green playing going into that game.
okay. Montana says the Oregon left tackle is not that good. I disagree. From what I've seen, I like his versatility as far as how the types of blocks that he can do. I like his mobility. I like his athleticism. I like his strength.
He's
I,
nasty.
I honestly think he's a can't miss. To be honest, and for the most part, when you're drafting a tackle that high, You don't miss. I can't think of one tackle that's missed that high. That was drafted that high that just completely sucked. You know.
Nah, in the last 10 years anyway.
Yeah, I can't like. Maybe somebody else can find a bust that was a tackle. I
I'm
can't. You know.
probably the closest was Eric Fisher with KC. He actually still starts, but he ain't what they thought he would be.
Yeah, he ain't what they thought he would be, but he ain't damn Ryan Leaf or Jamarcus Russell at tackle either. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I think for me, backer is another avenue too. I really want a middle linebacker, personally. When you get middle linebackers this high, they're normally good. They're normally really good, like game changers.
I'm like, cause a linebacker's gonna transition well.
Yeah, definitely,
I'm like, cause
definitely.
I'm not taking a DN, cause it's still gonna take him a year or so to get acclimated to where, and it ain't no big defensive tackle prospects to where I'm like, yeah, he might be the next Aaron Donald. Get him.
What sucks is this year ain't no Bosa's. Ain't no Bosa's coming out of Ohio State, where you got a top five pick, and it's just I still wouldn't want a Bosa, because at the end of the day, what would we be doing? We still be throwing up the outside pass rush. Get me a let's work the middle of the field here. Let's start investing in that. Tackles, middle backers, which we kind of did with LVE, but let's be honest, LVE ain't gonna be any type of LVE wasn't the prospect of the guys that we'll have a chance at, like a Micah, like a Parsons. Um, he's not one of those guys. So we'll have an opportunity to land one of those guys. Where Sean Lee, his ass is probably gonna be in the booth next year, and you don't have to see damn Joe Thomas on the field no more. And then safety. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you draft a safety that high, but you'll have a high second round pick, and guess what? You'll have an opportunity at the best safety on the board, um, and the value's there, and it just makes sense. Like
I would love for us to get that number 2 pick, because then somebody's gonna have to give a ransom. Even though we'll be dumb enough and take a QB.
yeah, absolutely.
To me, if you're gonna take a QB, then you damn better get 2 damn first rounders for Dak.
True,
I'm
true.
like, if you're gonna do that, I can live with that. I'm
I could live
like
with that too. I could
I'm
live with
like
that too
this.
because I'll be honest. I really like Sunshine, and I really like Justin Fields. I like both of those guys.
Me
So
too. I'm like this. If you're gonna do that, flip Dak for the 2 picks. And am I gonna cry and probably cuss y'all out for a few weeks? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna cuss you out regardless. But I
yeah,
can understand that move.
yeah, absolutely. And right now, what I'm looking at right now is as much as I was like, man, if they don't sign Dak, I'm done. This and that. Like I'm looking at it now, and I'm just like, you know what, Dak, I don't want this for you, dog. This is a bad organization, bro.
You absolutely right. I'm like this.
uh,
That I'm like that. Go to the Colts and win a Super Bowl or two.
yeah, please,
Leave this
because
pain to me. I am damn stuck here. I'm like this. Leave this
exactly,
pain to me.
because yeah, because all they're gonna do is just sign him to a big deal, and then all of a sudden, all of the organizational woes are just gonna go and fall on him when it was something that they just couldn't figure out 25 plus years ago. You know what I'm saying? The organization is just they suck at making decisions. Um, it's a
They
cult.
don't they make the right decisions for the right reasons.
Never. The
It's
only
always
decisions
about
that they
them.
I'll tell you what, the best decisions that they make, what's going on, y'all? The best decisions that they make are when they hold out for drug addicts and they sign them and they hold off on them, and then they bring them back with the 4 game suspension or whatever. Or Alden Smith, who's been out of the league. All they good for is signing weed heads. They good at that. Like weed heads, oh, they'll get a good weed head in a heartbeat. Like, too bad they can't find a weed head to play safety or a weed head to play defensive tackle. Cause damn, like
We
we sure as
we
hell.
we actually had a weed head who didn't play defensive tackle. He was good.
He was pretty good. He was pretty good. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's pretty good. But he couldn't get on the field. But all we're good at is harboring weed heads. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? If you got an addiction to weed, wait a couple years and just come through Dallas. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? You what you'll do is you'll secure a big contract for the next year with somewhere else. If you don't want to play football no more, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can cut you and you still got your money. But I mean, that's all our organization over the last few years has been really good at, and also not signing and extending the right guys. They've been really good at that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
the Cowboys.
we will give Ken Hamlin that great deal. You like,
Let me
sorry,
say
Ken
something about
Hamlin,
them.
if you're watching.
Yeah, the organization is just. I'm gonna tell you why it's a bad organization. It's a bad organization because they're not good at turnover. They're horrible at turnover. Like, they don't know. Like, it always seems like we got a million free agents that all need to be signed at the end of the year, and I we're not good at trading people for picks when they're about to be up for their deals, or like, we're not good at that at all. We're not good at securing a whole bunch of top 100 picks. We're just not. We're always on the defensive. Even with cap space money, we were on the defensive this year, where it's like we got to field defensive players, and we getting 1 year, $6 million bargain basement shop deals. And guess what? You get Everson Griffin playing like a 1 year, $6 million guy. He didn't play like the Pro Bowler. He played like you signed him for, because he was just happy to have a deal. He was just happy to be in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He was
Don
not.
Terry Poe, the same.
Yeah, Dante Poe. At that point, these guys aren't trying to win. They're not trying. Like, if they're signing with Dallas for 1 year, $6 million, they're not trying to win. They're either trying to get a contract for the next year, or they just stacking their bread so that when they done, they good. Once you're ex Cowboy, you good. You good anyway. You can get in a broadcast booth or whatever. Everybody gonna know your name. They're gonna know your name. So,
Because who was the only, what is the best trade they made was Robert Quinn.
yep, and we ain't got nothing to show for it. We ain't got nothing to show for it. No, the best trade they made was Amari, actually.
Yeah.
But Amari was the best trade. Crazy. I see what one of the spades says. As a warning, the devil promises you the world, but what you get. Maybe Dak will be great. Maybe he will be just as good as Dak. Dak right now is as good until the injury. Tell me Dak was not great. We definitely. I agree with what you're saying. I think that you should. I think that Dak should be your quarterback. But I changed because I was just like, at the end of the day, they're not going to get him the things that he needs anyway. It's not a good organization until they change things around. So he'll just end up like Romo.
Yep.
He'll end up like Romo.
He'll be 8-8 the next 3 seasons, getting beat up, but with a bad line.
Yep. And Zeke probably, much as I hate to say it, probably by next year you'll probably see a big decline in Zeke. I don't think there's a decline now. I just think that the line sucks. I think the line sucks, and I think the plays suck for him. And
Yeah,
the respect isn't the same.
because as great as Kellen Moore is in the pass game, it is no imagination in the run game.
Not at all. Not at all. We don't do any counters. We don't do any powers. Like, it's just straight up, we're zoning. Zone right, zone left for the most part. Maybe a trap here. But The run game is very predictable, and I mean, I also think that it was a mistake in firing Gary or letting Gary Brown walk, the running back coach, or firing him or whatever. I don't think the running backs look as good under Skip Pete. Y'all fired him the first time. Y'all let him go. And, Gary Brown and Zeke had such a rapport. If that's your $90 million running back, why in the fuck, excuse my French, why are you like letting the only running back coach go when this guy has rushed for so many yards over this? Like, obviously, the running back coach ain't the problem, you know?
Hell, they actually shouldn't have got rid of damn Jeff Kit, John damn Kittner.
Yeah, John Kent as the quarterback coach. I agree.
I'm like
You
this.
know,
Why are you turning a tight end
or
coach to be coach?
or Sanjay Lau. Sanjay Lau, the receivers look. Sanjay Lau was a technician when it came to the routes and stuff. If you like Michael Gallup, you got Sanjay Lau to kind of thank for that, don't you? Because he really developed under him as a coach. You like Amari, don't you? He's the guy that told you Amari is the guy you go after and get. Why? Like, sometimes we got rid of some of the wrong coaches, and I think it was Mike McCarthy. Saying I'm gonna have this staff, and you know, and his staff really ain't working out the way that it was in certain areas. He did a couple guys some favors. Whatever that means. But
Yeah,
I know.
he damn gave his boy Mike Nolan the job when actually George Edwards is the better defensive coordinator, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We're not.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. I mean, let's be honest. The
We're
best
not gonna
head
talk
coach,
about that.
the best head coach in Canada didn't even get an interview. But we ain't gonna talk about that either. He just so happened to be breaking records in Kansas City as an OC. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, I would have thought. Well, I mean, he was already hired, but they were so stuck on. They were so stuck on this offense stuff that they would never make real football decisions. Like, they would never have hired a John Harbaugh to be a head coach in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? He would have never been able to do that. Nah, we need a Lincoln Riley. We need a Mike McCarthy.
That actually was because probably in the middle of the year I was like, yeah, I want Lincoln Riley. But then I was looking at the defense in Oklahoma. I said, nah. But damn, now I'm like,
Okay, we got a debate in the comment section where people are talking about Justin Fields' arm is just as good as Dak. Hell, I love Dak, but Fields' accuracy is better. One of Spades, his college football is different from pro. I actually agree with that. Montana said that he wanted Urban Meyer as the head coach. I actually was okay with Urban. I like Urban.
yeah,
You want
yeah,
to you want to know why I
Urban was
like
pretty.
Urban? I like Urban because Urban understands the college football scale of what it is to recruit and what it is like, because they were putting out prospects like crazy. They were putting out, so I think that they had a overall good scale of what it is that the pedigree is supposed to look like. I guarantee you we wouldn't have been drafting no Boise State bullshit. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Which is why Jimmy was great because he
yeah,
recruited everybody. He's like, give me him,
yeah,
give me him
exactly.
too, give me him. Yep,
Yep.
I want him.
And that's ultimately what it is. The organization is bad because they've lost touch with college football and what it really is. And they suck at turnover.
So in the end, probably the only thing I worried about with Urban was the offense. I don't know if I don't think his offense would have worked in the NFL, but
But you put a staff together. I think you put a staff together. You know, I mean, offensively, I don't know what you got to do, but you know what I'm saying. There were people out there, but we hit an hour mark right now. I think we had a really good session here, and what's your prediction for the game? We talked about it early, but what's your score prediction for the Cowboys and Steelers?
I don't see us scoring, so probably like 31-0.
It's gonna
We
get ugly.
even haven't been far off the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 38-6. I'm going 38-6.
Seems doable.
Oh my God, but yeah, man, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like. Make sure you tell your friends we're here every week. Sorry I had a hiccup yesterday, but we're here today, and appreciate you guys for tuning in. All right, man. Peace out.